Shalom Israel, my name is Officer Kayad, one out of I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica. I.S.U.P.K started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I.S.U.P.K is run by Commanding General YAHANNA, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead the children of Israel at this time. I say Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai Barakatam to my brothers, Yahweh Shamar Ilatan Basham Yahweh Shai to my sisters. All right, so today we're going to talk about, a very touchy topic, and it's a very crucial topic, you understand? And we're talking about abortion, and as the title suggests, Jamaican women commit the most murder every year, you understand? Every year, according to statistics, and these statistics, are legitimate statistics. You understand? 22,000 murders our women commit every year. You might say, well, how that don't make the news? And that is a good question. How that don't make the news? The reason why that don't make the news is because we are talking about abortions. You understand? We are talking about the lives of countless black children, potential black children, which are they are children, but they didn't get the chance to live a life. They didn't get the chance to choose to live. You understand? Our sisters took, took the decision as to whether or not these children, live or died. And every year they choose to kill an average of 22,000 of our children, and that is genocide. You understand? So we have an article, in the cleaner, which basically highlights, the situation. And the person, the institution that did the research on this was, it wasn't even an institution who was against abortion. It's an institution who wanted our women to continue to genocide, of our people. But by doing that, them let the cat out of the bag. So this article title is Millions for Illegal Abortion. Taxpayer fork out US 1.4 million annually for thousands of abortion complications. You understand? So this illegal abortion that is taking place in Jamaica, it's causing a lot of complication, and it is causing taxpayer money. You understand? Of course, if it didn't cost taxpayer money, nobody would care that our children are dying at the tune of 22,000. You know what I mean? We are about to get there soon. See? Poorest families suffer most. Capri study finds. All right, so Capri is, let me find the acronym for Capri. It's Caribbean Policy Research Institution. You know what I mean? And it is a subsidiary of Planned Parenthood in the United States, which we know Planned Parenthood was founded by Margaret Sanger, which is a racist, who wants to kill black people. You understand? So this institution, because they want our sisters to be able to commit abortions, at a higher rate, now they have to do the research as to how many illegal abortions are being taking place in Jamaica. And they found out some, some mind-blowing figures. You understand? So let me start reading. See? It says some 22,000 pregnancies are aborted annually in Jamaica. So our sisters, we have a term feed, dash rebel. See? Our sisters dash way 22,000 belly every year. You understand? An average. And this average, we're going to find out shortly that is on the lower spectrum. It's not necessarily, this is the best case scenario, meaning more likely it is way more than this. You understand? Let me continue reading. And this is only a rough estimate from research done by Caribbean Policy Research Institution, CAPRI, which believe that the figure for the clandestine criminal act could be more. You understand? Let me continue reading. The data further reveals that Jamaica taxpayer fork out approximately US 1.5 million each year to fund the country's healthcare system struggle with complication caused from unsafe abortion island-wide, because our sisters, because abortion is not legal in Jamaica, which it shouldn't be. See? But our sisters buy into the American, you know what I mean? And not only American, you know, many institutions are here in Jamaica, you know what I mean, pretending that they are defending women's rights. But in reality, they want our women, they are just here to convince our women that it is, you know what I mean, it's best for them to abort their children. Like yeah, I think you have one, I can't remember the name correctly. If I'm mistaken, I think it is family planning, you know what I mean, something. You know what I mean? I'll get back to you with the name, but what this institution is known for encouraging our sisters that one is too many. Or two, slack yeah, two is too many. Zane, that is their motto. Two is too many, meaning two have children. Basically say. If you have more than one, you have too much. Which they don't know. You know what I mean? Our sisters don't know that these organizations are, you know what I mean, population control, you know what I mean, targeting our people. You know what I mean? They don't know that. But them make it seem as if they are teaching our sisters to be more responsible. You understand? When the people who founded these organizations are the ones that keep our people in poverty. You know what I mean? That is the reason why our sisters seem like them can't afford to have a child. But in reality, it doesn't take money to have a child. You know what I mean? It takes parents, you know what I mean? A father and a mother to have a child and care for that child. How many child, you know, children, however you decide to have, you know what I mean? And another thing, because they keep us in poverty, you know what I mean? They now tell you that you can't afford to have a child when they are the ones that keep you in poverty and make you think that a child is expensive. You know what I mean? Let me continue reading this article. See? It says, the data further revealed that Jamaicans taxpayers fork out approximately 1.4 million each year to fund the country's healthcare system struggle with complication caused from unsafe abortion. Because you know what I mean, the underground tactics that our women resort to abort the baby. Like you know what I mean, baking soda. You know, I saw you go baking soda, cream soda, you know what I mean, all sort of thing we hear people talk about and all of them, something there. You see? So them go to these means because, you know what I mean, in their mind, it is good to abort the child, but abortion is not legal. So let me abort the child, you know what I mean, on my own. And by doing this, them suffer complications, which is right, because you are committing murder. You know what I mean? You suffer complications because you committed murder. It is as if somebody killed a baby in front of them. Like if a baby was born and you kill that baby, abortion is no different than you killing the baby when it's in the womb. You understand? Abortion is no different. You understand? Let me continue reading. The study dubbed Coming to Terms, the Cause of Unequal Access to Safe Abortion in Jamaica will be officially launched this Thursday. The article was written last year and is the latest twig in a bonfire debate over whether Jamaican abortion laws should be amended to provide safer legal options, especially for the island poorest women. So they are targeting the poor women, which the poor women are who? Our women, the black women, the descendants of the slaves, the same people who they enslaved. You know what I mean? The same people who they wanted to eradicate, you know what I mean, for how much hundred of years now. So why wouldn't they push this on the same people? You know what I mean? After pushing us into poverty, you know what I mean, and seeing that poverty now kill we, you know what I mean, fast enough. After pushing, you know what I mean, the culture of crime and violence amongst us, seeing that that's not killing us fast enough, you know what I mean, and God knows which other kind of, you know what I mean, approach they are taking to kill us. Not working because the Most High, you know what I mean, watch over his people, you know what I mean. Now they are saying that, all right, seeing that we have put you through poverty and we don't provide enough opportunity for your men to make a living and provide for a family. You know what I mean? We discriminate against your men. You know what I mean? We marginalize your men. Then guess what? Don't have his children. Don't have him children them neither. Just kill them because you can't afford it. You don't have a man to support you. Guess what? Just kill the child. You know what I mean? Making killing a child seeming like it's something, you know what I mean? Simple. When it's not simple, killing a child is murder. If a child turn up missing in Jamaica, the whole country go in an uproar. It make the news and people say, yo, wait till we catch your boy, we're gonna chop him up. So why is it different when our sisters kill the children in their womb? And some people might say, well, no for them women are rape, them get raped, so them have to dash the pitney. Or rape, trying to justify the fact that, yo, if a woman was raped, you know what I mean? When how many of these, let's for argument's sake, see, how many of these 22,000 abortion was as a result of rape? Probably not even 10. Probably not even 10. See? Probably not even 10 out of the 22,000 was rape. All right. So how many of them were, you know what I mean, a situation where if the mother went on with the pregnancy, it would have, you know what I mean, be detrimental to her life? Probably not even 100. You understand? Majority of the reason why our sisters commit abortion because they follow the lies of these, you know what I mean, the oppressors, the white man's propaganda that a child will prevent you from achieving, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, succeeding in life. Them buy into that lie, you know what I mean. So because they are having, you know what I mean, irresponsible sex, being whores. Our sisters are, you know what I mean, are being whores out here, sleeping around. Mainly because the Christian church teach them that marriage is not sex. Marriage is when a man put a ring by your finger. When marriage is sex, the first man you have sex with is your husband for life. You understand? But you think that that man is just the man that took your virginity and you are not yet married. So by the time you reach, you know what I mean, the Christian pastor in the church, you had so much abortions and so much different sexual partners. And another reason you're sleeping on your partner, you know what I mean, being a whore against your partner, being committing adultery. So you dash the picnic because you know the picnic will come out looking like, you know what I mean, Mr. Chum, you know what I mean, are looking like a coolie and your man is a Negro, you know what I mean, so you dash the youth. Simply because our sisters are being poor. Enough of them, you know what I mean, going to university, thinking that if them have the child, them not gonna be able to finish them university, or the child might get in the way of their, you know what I mean, their aspirations. I'm gonna show you something. All of these 22,000 abortions, you know, rest assured, you know, them women are still poor, you know. You understand? Them women will commit these abortions. I tell you, you know, them still poor. You know what I mean? Still poor, even though them kill them children. You understand? So committing the abortion, though, you know what I mean, it doesn't, you know what I mean, improve your life. As a matter of fact, the most I will make sure say, you know what I mean, it earns you for the rest of your life. You understand? So, you know what I mean, these institutions, them convince our sisters that it is okay to commit abortion when it is murder. You understand? So why isn't there any outcry that 22,000 of us are being murdered every year by our sisters? You understand? It's because for the most part they want us dead anyway. You understand? And this is genocide. See, all right, I'm not gonna read too much in the article. No further. You can go and glean our website and just type in 22,000 abortion a year. You know what I mean? Or you can just Google it. See, we'll jump to some scriptures. I will read to you. You know what I mean? What the Most High thinks about abortion. You understand? In the meanwhile, remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and also leave your comments. See? We're going to jump to the book of Psalms 127 and 3, and it says, lo, children are an heritage of the Lord, and the fruit of the womb is his reward. So, you know what I mean? The children that the children of Israel produce. We, you know what I mean? We are the heritage of the Most High. You know what I mean? And the fruit of the womb is where the Most High look forward to. You know what I mean? Yeah, the Most High look forward to our children. That is his reward. That is where him get out of this world. You know what I mean? Covenant that him have with us. You know what I mean? We serving him, we keeping his laws and his statutes and commandments, and we producing children and building the nation. That is what the Most High, you know what I mean, gets out of this deal. You understand? We can't do nothing else with the Most High. It pleased the Most High that we have children. You taking up, you know what I mean, things in your hands and killing a child is you depriving the Most High of his heritage and his reward. You know what I mean? You committing, you know what I mean, 22,000 abortion annually is you genociding the nation that the Most High chose to rule this earth. You're telling the Most High that I am going to kill off the people. See? That you choose to be your special people. That is you going to war with the Most High. That is not a simple thing. Let me jump to the book of Exodus 21 and 22. Let me read to 23. And it says, if a man strive and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, meaning if two men are war, see? If two men are war and them strike a pregnant woman, see? And make she lose that baby. Let me continue. See? And yet no mischief follow, meaning they never intended to make the woman lose. You know, for example, scenario. You know what I mean? Two men a fight, but one of the man, them baby mother, a stand by. If one of the man who wasn't the baby father, strike the man who was the baby father's woman, see, because he want to get at the next man, killing her child because he want to hurt the man that he's fighting against because that is his seed. See, let me continue reading. And no mischief follow, meaning all right, if mischief follow, meaning he wanted to hurt that child purposefully. See? But in this case, it has said if no mischief follow, meaning he didn't intend to do that. See? Let me continue reading. He shall be surely punished according as the woman husband will lay upon him. See? So watch this now. Even if he never intend to do it, he must get punished. Even as that woman husband should lay upon him, meaning anything the father of that child said, that must reach him. So even if him say, yo, this man must get 40 lashes, whips, you know what I mean? I must do 40 years in a prison, and that him forget. See? It continued to say, and he shall pay as the judges determine. Verse 23. And if mischief follow, then thou shalt give life for life. Right? So if him do it from purpose, so now if he was trying to hurt the brother by killing the child in the womb, see? It said, thou shalt give life, meaning you must put that man to death because that was in the woman's womb is considered a life. But guess what? You have organizations now in the United States rallying that, you know what I mean, an unborn child is not a life. You know what I mean? When the same United States, you know what I mean, if you know what I mean, kill a pregnant woman, you know what I mean, that is considered double murder in the same United States. So you see the hypocrisy of this kingdom, but guess what go on? Because they want you to kill your children. No, it's not a life. And it's a backfire because guess what? The Wade versus Roe or the Roe versus Wade situation where they overturned it, you know what I mean, that being, you know what I mean, that being a ruling that was done in, I think, the 70s or the 80s, where a woman had the right to kill the child in the womb. See? They are overturning it because they realize that white people pick me at dead too. You making that ruling because you want black woman kill for them pitney. White woman take advantage of it too because them no want have no pitney. Them want the opportunity if it can be worse. But when them realize that, wait, hold on, our women are now killing off too much of our children as well. We wanted black women to commit abortion, but now our women are killing too much of us that, you know what I mean, our population is dwindling. I want you to pay attention to what I just said. Abortion caused the population to dwindle. Less people, the more abortion you have, less people. See? Now them want protest, you know, them want overturn Wade, them overturn Wade versus Roe. But guess what? The cat was already out the bag. Them already make the people them buy into this abortion thing. Now them a protest say, hold on, we want the right to murder our children. And now, you know what I mean, they're attacking officials, you know what I mean, judges and all of them things. They want blood, basically. You know what I mean? The oppressor is trying to save his generations. You know what I mean? But them want our sisters to kill off their generations. You know what I mean? But thank the Most High for the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General, YAHANNA. We are the sole defenders of black babies today. If it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K, no one cared. Oh, I know 22,000 abortion every year, and we don't hear one, you know what I mean, one sound coming from any police, any, you know what I mean, any government official. Nobody. As a matter of fact, it seems like it is encouraged. You know what I mean? But we in the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General, YAHANNA, we are telling you that murder, slack ya, abortion is murder. And if you kill that child, you're a murderer and you have blood by your hands. We are telling our sisters that we are not condemning you to death. We are not saying that you should be put to death. We are saying stop killing your children. Come to the I.S.U.P.K, watch our classes, learn to keep the Most High law, statutes, and commandments, and learn to love your people enough not to commit an abortion. Learn not to be a whore. Learn not to be a whore, because that is the main reason why our women commit abortion, having irresponsible sex, being whores. You know what I mean? We in the I.S.U.P.K, we can fix that. We can fix you. We can get your husband that you stay with for the rest of your life. You understand? Yeah, man. And with that, subscribe to this channel, like this video, leave your comments, you know what I mean? Share on all social media platforms. I know you would never hear about this information if it wasn't for the I.S.U.P.K and the Commanding General, YAHANNA. So if you find it informative and valuable to you and your people, because we know that abortion is, you know what I mean, genocide against your own people. See? Share it around, blast it around, share it for all social media platforms. Make everybody know that the I.S.U.P.K is still, you know what I mean, the defenders of black people. And with that, shalom.